Slowly.
Oh, no.
Slowly.
No.
Slowly.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, well.
So, just got out of work and got a phone call from good friend Logan, fellow Japanese whiskey drinker, and he's actually not just a fellow whiskey drinker, but a serious whiskey drinker. Just called me, let me know that he's got this bottle that finally arrived. Let's go check it out. I was going back to work, or I was going back home, and I suddenly get a call from good friend Logan here. And as you've seen from previous bottle openings, he is always just, so generous with opening up these really rare pours. And when he told me that today there would be a very special Japanese pour, and he didn't tell me what it was until I got here, I nearly dropped when I saw this. Logan, why don't you start by telling us what we're looking at here?
So this is 38-year Karuizawa Ruby Geisha. So it's part of the Geisha series that Whiskey Exchange did. And they're very pretty fancy bottles with very pretty fancy labels from, I forgot the artist's name, but he does all these Chichibu and Karuizawa bottles, and they're fantastic and they're beautiful. But as you know, Zawa is a closed distillery. It stopped production in the 2000s. They're bringing it back. Decanter's bringing it back.
Okay.
It's probably gonna not be as good, would be my guess. But so it has high prestige, great reputation. It just happened to get its reputation when the market was down, and then it doesn't exist anymore. So there's a whole blog and everything on it, but a bunch of three main groups were able to buy the remaining casks before they were destroyed. And then this is one of the casks.
This is one of the casks. So Zawa's, as we both know, that distillery is long gone. Long gone. And every bottle that we open here literally is one bottle forever. One less. Yeah. So that's why it is so, because it's so important to document these is what I feel, because it's just fun. Sure. But without further ado, let's look into this bottle really close right here. And what is the age here?
It's 38 years. I think it's a 81. I forgot the year. I think it's released last year or 2022.
Okay.
So it's I'm not sure the vintage. They didn't state it, but and then oftentimes a bunch of the the Taiwanese folks that have these bottles and TWE, they'll sit on them in inert decanters until they're ready to bottle. So it could be anything.
It could be anything.
Just But 38 years, first full sherry cask. If it was 2022, it would be an 84 vintage.
Okay. And this is just really special. As we understand, or we already know that this geisha is a series, right? Yep. And how many bottles are there in this total series? Do you know? Just off the top.
Well, they're always in pairs.
They're always in pairs.
They did this cool, half face, and if you buy, it's very collectible, right? Because if you buy this half, you're gonna want the other half, right?
Right.
Right. So, but there is the first one was a black geisha, and then I think it was emerald geisha, and then there was some purple geisha. And then there was Murasaki geisha. Then there was, I don't know if this is the order. Then there's the ruby geisha.
Right.
There's the white geisha, the pearl geisha, and then the platinum geisha.
Okay.
And the platinum, I think, is either the penultimate or the final one. I forgot which. So there's either one more pair left. Or that was it. I'm not sure.
Okay, and then that's basically it. Okay. Now, here's another question that came to mind is... Karuizawa's, obviously, there are a lot of these kind of series, right? Mm-hmm. What makes the geisha so much more expensive than, say, the nose or the Ghost series? Mm-hmm. What makes these so? Is it? Yeah.
I think it's probably because they release them later.
They release them later.
So it was after. Okay. The whiskey market has peaked. Okay. There's already investor interest, so they knew they could sell it for more. and not lose out on the gains in the secondary market.
On the secondary market.
So I think that's probably the primary driver.
Okay.
Is that'd be my guess.
Yeah, because these things are just I mean they're crazy.
But like the packaging is better than the nose, right? Like this is a
it's wood,
this is a nice wood box. I think the labels like they're more high quality.
Yes.
They finally added some fake technology, anti-fake stuff.
Yes.
So this isn't very good, but they had a little. I don't know why they don't put it on the closure. But
Those little hologram, right?
A little hologram up here, right? Which really, if you take this off and fake it, it's I don't know.
I mean, you could fake it, but then it's like
and then the etching on the bottle for the serial number. That's kind of nice. Or for the bottle, this is bottle number.
Oh wow, 178.
So there's some nice things. I don't know if it justifies the new cost, but it's nice.
Okay. Wow. We're here to let's see this.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, the labels these are like probably the most beautiful.
This is the beautiful. You know what? I kind of like this more than the white or the black.
Yeah, the ruby's nice.
The ruby's nice.
I think this is probably this one in the. I like the purple. The purple ones are.
The purple one's
I
nice.
had an emerald a long time ago, and I think that one was very beautiful. But yeah, this is up there. So.
In fact, I think I've seen more of the emerald ones than these other colors, right?
I've never. I mean, these were the newest, second newest, right? I think, or close to that. So they're not out there.
Okay.
And as far as I know, we're going to be the only one that has an open one, unless like it's at a bar. In London. Or something.
So. But this is what makes this really special is we're going to actually open this thing.
Yeah.
And that's pretty nuts. So without further ado, shall we?
Oh, I take it back. It is on the actual bottle.
It is on the actual bottle. See.
So how are we going to do that?
See.
I have not opened a new geisha, so.
Wow.
Razor blade it is.
Razor blade it is. And for those who can't really see this too closely, the
the
top
that came off
is made out of wood, and we have a nice cork. Well, it's a cork.
Think I should save this? Who cares, right?
Yeah, you should save it.
All right.
And slowly.
Oh no.
Slowly.
No.
Slowly.
Oh, that's not good. Okay. Well, that's a first.
Wow. But
Hold on.
we do have. We will find a way to remove this. Okay, we are. Ooh. Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Okay.
Perfect. We gotta replace it.
We're gonna spare one just in case.
All right.
All right.
So this is one of the highest rated Zawas ever. 94 points whiskey fun. For those that follow Surge, which are a lot of you.
To do. Mm-hmm.
So this is probably one of the few where it's, I mean, everyone's budget, budget is different.
Sure.
But this is probably one of the few that are like worth, higher value just because the score was so high.
Okay. So here we go. Oh my God.
You gotta try a little.
Oh, no way. Okay.
All right, cheers.
Cheers. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it smells great. It's awesome. Jeez.
This it's such a like delicate plume, right?
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Oh.
A little bit of smoke, right? There's a lot of sweetness in it. The sherry's there. It doesn't feel over oaked. Some baking spices.
And you know what?
That's good.
It's a very gentle plume of. It's not like a hard hitting ethanol that some of the other Zawas.
No, but it's high proof too. It's like it's 54.1. It's pretty high.
Oh yes.
You got it.
Oh my.
This is it.
This
is it.
This is it.
He says that all the time.
No, this one's pretty. This is like an hour. You can spend like an hour with the nose. It has a really good like incensey, smoky note too.
Okay.
Like you're in a, like a temple type.
Yes.
Not like Mizunara. It's a little bit different.
Yes.
But it's stronger. It's like and then some not mat. It's not a sulfur matchstick, but there's like a. I'm gonna stick with incense. It's an incensey note. Man, I'm still smelling. This is great.
I think there are three things going on, right? One, there's the peat Number 2, there's the sweetness. Number 3,
Oh.
there is that it's more of a charred, kind of like
Charred.
the end charred.
Charred's a good word. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I would say this. I mean, if you've ever tried this, putting charred wood or charcoal in water and then sipping that water.
Yeah. Yeah. It has a lot of like just charred red berries, like I don't know, like charred cherries or something. To me.
Wow, this is. No, it's very sophisticated. I mean,
Like, there's a lot going on. This is good.
if it makes sense, it's also very sharp.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very distinct. It's not like a Yama sherry cask.
That's good. This is like
This is.
I've had a lot of Zawas. You know.
Yeah.
This is up there. This is definitely. It's probably better than all the others I would say.
Wow.
Yeah, it's probably. I've had the famous TWE one. It was a shared cask
Yes,
for
I've seen that
TWE
one.
and La Maison de Whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Like 65 or 67. This is up there. Like that one was my favorite ever. And I think that's everyone's favorite. But like this is pretty good.
I think for those who are thinking of getting a bottle or even thinking of maybe going and paying for that 1 dram at your favorite whiskey bar in Japan, I think this really, yeah, I mean, you're getting your money's worth with this one.
Yeah, I think so.
You know, it's not the hype of, oh, Karuizawa, and then guess what? It's, you know.
Yeah. Because there's some bad.
There's some bad ones.
But I'd say like Zawa. Another nice thing about Zawa is the single casts, like the Vaddings they did. You know, like the 1999, the Osamas and stuff like that. Those and the new 1999, 2000, all the fancy decanta, rebottlings that they did. Those aren't very good for the money.
For the money. Because that's really all marketing.
Yeah, that's all marketing.
This is
and Zawa's pretty consistent. Was what I was trying to say. Like for their single cast,
yes,
like they're good. Like,
this is the real deal right
good.
here.
This is good. No regrets. No regrets.
Oh man.
It's
No,
not even
this-
like for 38 years too. Like it's not over oaked at all.
It's not over oaked. I feel that it doesn't try to hurt you, or it doesn't try to make a statement.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of in line, but then it's
Gosh, the statements, the flavors are bold though, man. It's like
it's sharp.
it's
yeah,
very-
it's not a Glendronach sherry. It's not a Yama sherry. It's
no, those are a little.
yeah.
Those are a little one dimensional. There's like layers and layers here.
Yeah.
Nice.
And the color is just, I mean, it's a beautiful,
Yeah.
it's like a dark tea. Oh,
There's a lot of like black tea.
right? A little bit of oolong.
Yes, this is really really good.
Little oolong. I would say like a charred oolong.
Charred. Everything is charred. Add whatever you taste. Add a charred note, and that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah. This is great.
This is fantastic.
Great.
Okay. Logan is once again that generous guy because after the tasting of this geisha, the Ruby Geisha, Logan has actually brought out his other favorite Zawa, this 1981 here. And there is about yay left. And he's
There's
now...
enough.
There's enough.
Yeah.
So we're going to pour this in here. And Logan, do you mind, giving us the history of this particular bottle? Why this is your favorite?
Well, firstly, it was very highly recommended and rated by the whiskey community.
Okay.
And I forgot if it was Ruben or Serge, but at the time that they tried this one, they said it was their new favorite Zawa.
Okay.
81 through 84, great vintages. 81 has been my favorite vintage, like overall, just for consistency's sake.
Okay.
And I just thought this was flawless sherry, like really, really nice sherry, well balanced. Always for Zawa, like a beautiful label, right? Like that was the initial appeal. But it's just great. Like you gotta try it. Just try it. And now when I compare it to this one, I realize, like, in my opinion, this one like trumps it for sure because the layers. There's different layers
Yes.
and complexity there. That this was more like you were saying, like the GD and the Yama. It's more like flawless sherry, but with a little bit more complexity than Yama and GD, in my opinion. But that this one has like that char smokiness that this one doesn't have, and like that's where it like raises the bar, I think. Yeah. So,
Oh my
straight.
gosh. Cheers.
Serious.
Oh man.
Spell it out for me, please.
Like that one's like
Oh.
spicy and sweet cherry. And it's a lot. It's
Oh.
it's like a lot hotter, right?
It's definitely
it's more like licorice and like red fruits, but there's not that charred like incense or any of those notes.
yes.
It's really nice. There's still some complexity. Super long, like nice long finish, and it just keeps building. But then this one, I think, like I run out of things to say for this one, and I can't nose it like I can for this one. Like this one is a like fireside type dram. You can sit here. It's a contemplative dram. Like you can sit here for an hour, like I was saying. I think I can sit for an hour with it. Like just keep popping out notes. Like
Yes.
it keeps changing. This one is just really good.
So one thing very interesting with this 1981, it is called the 1981, correct?
It is a nice one.
And one thing very interesting is as it goes down, the first taste is it's just this very silky, smooth caramel that is encasing, the heat and the sherry.
Yep.
Whereas on this one, it's a very distinct 3 layers of char wrapping around your sherry and the sweetness.
That's a good description.
But it's a very kind of aged, mellowed, rounded type of sherry versus this. This is also very enjoyable.
Also, as you chew this one a little more,
Yeah.
similar to some of the other Zawas we've had, there's a rubbery, like no,
Yes.
a little bit of matchsticky sulfur, which I find a lot of people don't like that, but I find that
Yeah.
in the right way pleasant, and I'd like it in this one.
It's a very kind
This
of
one is definitely more like I think everyone would like this, right? Like
Yeah.
I think this one, some people would be very off put by that note, and this one doesn't have that, which is nice.
it's very funny because all the Karuizawas that Logan you shared with me have that sort of industrial kind of like.
It's not like a clean sherry, right?
Right.
Like there's more.
It's not like a sherry that you would sip outside like in a village whatever. But these are like city sherries,
Yeah.
Oh man,
Sure.
no,
For sure.
this is you can't say which one's your favorite because they're very distinct. It's like your children. You can't say, oh, this is my favorite. Yeah.
Of course, this one's my favorite. Yeah, so it's like different time, different place. I'd want these at different times. But if I had to only have one bottle, like this is it for sure.
This is definitely it tastes slightly more young if that makes sense.
It is more young. Yeah, for sure.
But wow, Logan, man, thank you so much again. Jeez.